Okay, so I just got done watching this like Obama like Correspondents dinner thing, and I gotta admit this was actually pretty fucking funny. Now overall, this is not a politicking video, so if you bring up politics, just don't. Cause it's not about politics. It's not about who's you voting for, who. What do you think about Obama, whatever it may be. This is just me talking about kind of his jokes, just in general, my reaction to it, because I just finished watching it. Now the thing is, it was actually quite fucking funny. And Obama was probably more on fire than probably Vogan and Metal Gear Solid 5. The thing about this thing was the guy didn't even give a fuck. The guy was just offending people. Sometimes his jokes they kind of like not really land. Like the Larry Wilmore joke where he's like, "Hey, aren't you one of the two black guys that aren't Jon Stewart?" That didn't really land very well. That wasn't very funny. Now there was a couple of jokes that really didn't land, as I said, like the Michelle Obama like Mission Impossible with the carrots thing. That was horrible. It was just like dip. Now, to granted, when he took jokes of like Hillary Clinton with her like troop the hill or whatever the hell it was, her slogan, and like Bernie Sanders feel the burn and his tokens or whatever it may be, I thought those were actually quite funny. Obama was really good. Now, granted, you probably be like, okay, well, he was reading the script. He was reading a couple of writer jokes. Now, granted, that is true, but the thing is, you can read anything off of a paper. It's how you deliver it. It's how you actually can really do it. So I think he actually did a pretty good job. Now, overall, Obama was a bit of a boss. Now this guy was a pretty fucking charismatic bastard. Now, whether you like the guy as or not as a president, you gotta admit the dude's charismatic. Yes, I know that doesn't really make a great president, and some people probably be like, well, what are you talking about then? Like I said, this isn't about politics. It's just about the correspondence joke thing. But overall, yeah, he actually did a pretty fucking fantastic job. The thing is, when he said the spotlight joke, at first I thought, what the hell is this guy talking about? Is he losing his fucking mind for bringing like Rachel McAdams and Leo Schreiber? But I thought it was pretty funny. The guy had a fucking, really good comedic timing. Now, overall, like I said, there was actually some funny things in here. I did like the, Couch Commander, skit that they were actually doing. I thought that was actually quite funny. The DMV thing and him looking for jobs and then he meeting, he had to call in some help. I won't spoil it if you didn't see it, who he kind of calls him for some advice. But I thought that was actually quite good. Now, overall, when he kind of took jabs at Bernie, some people kind of was just like, okay. Now, he kind of, congratulated, or not congratulated, but he called out Helen Mirren by saying she's awesome. I thought he was going to say she was hot. And I'm about to say, look, I don't blame him because, it's Helen fucking Mirren. But, this is actually quite funny and it's actually entertaining. Not many presidents that can actually see 33 minutes. Now, the thing about Obama that I did kind of like, well, like I said, not the presidency, but just like a person, just in general, was that he wasn't really afraid to kind of poke fun of himself. He was always kind of like willing to be a part of a joke for the most part, and he did not really shy away from it. Now, the jokes he kind of did about Trump was actually quite on point and quite funny. He was saying, maybe this is a little bit too, what was it? I think it was like ghetto or trashy, whatever it may be, that Trump didn't show up. He was saying that Trump's, leadership skills with a whole bunch of leaders like Miss Sweden or whatever it may be, those were actually quite good. Now, granted, when he did kind of get to Trump, because you saw his son, the albino Shane McMahon for Vince McMahon, for Donald Trump's son, he was there, and it was getting very awkward because I feel like a couple of times where he kind of delivered some of these Trump jokes, a lot of people was just like, should we laugh? Because this is kind of cringeworthy. Because I feel like some people were laughing, but then some people were just like, all right, maybe we should have chilled it out. Because when he was trying to stop the jokes, a lot of people just like say, come on, keep going. But, sometimes it's best to kind of leave on a high note rather than just kind of end on a low. So I think that was actually quite good that he ended it right there. But overall, yeah, this is actually quite good. He actually had quite a lot of good comedic timing to this, this, I guess you say roast, because it became like a roast. The guy just didn't give a fuck about who he's offending or whatever it may be, from Hillary to Bernie to Ted Cruz to John Kasich, about two guys that nobody even gave two shits about. But overall, yeah, the guy he rocked the house, and then he fucking ended it with a goddamn mic drop. Now, look, this is the end of Obama. This is his last, I believe, White House Correspondents' Dinner. Actually, it is his last White House Correspondents' Dinner. And the funny thing about it is, you're never going to see as many black people here probably ever again, and that's just the fucking truth. Obama kind of brought a lot of black people to this like situation of the politicking and the presidency, facing Will, Jada, and a whole bunch of other people that you may not have probably ever seen again. Now, granted, a lot of people see it's going to be Bernie Sanders, but like I said, I don't know. This is not a politicking thing. But Obama dropped the mic and he fucking left like a goddamn boss, and that's all he could really ask for. Probably the suavest, coolest, most badass president ever. With them shades and the aviators, fist pounding and all. The guy was pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, Obama was a cool president. Now it's time for a new one. Who would that be? I don't know. Whoever you want to vote for president, if you don't mind saying it, go ahead, write it in the comments if you actually give two shits. But that is it. Comment, subscribe, and like. I'm Chris Smith, and I'm signing out.